Lalitha, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, so Lalitha, nice meeting you. After a couple of years, you are working as officer in HPCL. You're chemical engineer. So Lalitha, I would like to interact with you today, and the purpose of this entire interaction is to give some kind of information to all those prospective engineers of HPCL who are going through the process of interview, group task, and two kind of posts are there. One is junior executive officer, diploma based. Another are officers. So I'm very sure inputs which will come from your side will be very, very helpful to all those engineers who are going for HPCL, especially chemical engineers. So I start with your brief. Please tell us when did you join HPCL, Lalita, and where are you posted presently?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And myself, Lalitha Sridevi. So I got placed in HPCL in the year of 2021. So since 4.5 years, I'm working in HPCL only. In the month of June, directly through campus placement, I got into HPCL. So since then, I'm working there. And my profile in HPCL is I am working in operations department in Refinery in Vishak Refinery in DHTSRU. It is a one unit, and I am both DCS as well as field officer. So I I actually monitor one of the plant, that is sulfur recovery unit. So most of the chemical engineers actually get placed in refineries because of their knowledge in chemical engineering field and all. Almost like 70 to 80%. But if there is any kind of vacancy or something, they can be posted in marketing also. It's not strict that they need to be placed in refinery.
Okay, wonderful. So this is a new information even for me that chemical engineers can also be provided the marketing profiles, because earlier I was of opinion that only refinery they get, but it is good input from your side, Lalita. Now I would like to ask you, Lalita, you have 4+ years of experience in refineries. What exactly, if you can throw some light for the students, what exactly happens in the refinery, which domains they are going for, and because this interaction session is more going to be helpful for chemical engineers, so what domains should they prepare for this interview related to refineries if they are to prepare?
Yes, sir. So chemical engineers who generally get placed now, there are of two categories. One is the people who has done directly BTech and they'll directly get joined. And the other
Mm.
persons are who has done MTech plus BTech, dual
Okay.
degree. They'll do that. So for dual degree people, they are actually getting placed in R&D in Bangalore. R&D
Mm.
or in refineries only in technical department where they look after the technicalities of that particular unit. Okay,
Okay.
but
Mm.
if they have done BTech only, and that
Mm.
even for that position, executive position, both the people can apply. It's not like
Mm.
they can apply only
Mm.
BTech with 4 years degree. So they can apply with dual degree also. So based on their study profile, they're going to give the job. So for 4 years BTech degree person, if he has got selected in HPCL, then if he get placed in refinery, then he needs to work, mostly he'll work in operations where he's going to monitor one plant since starting production plant like CDUs like crude distillation unit ending to a treatment plant like any FCHCU or RUF. So
Mm.
they are going to get placed they're going to get placed in one unit and they're going to monitor it. So if they got placed in operations department, it's there is a high chances that they need to work in shifts
Mm.
because the person, as I'm a girl, since 2021, I am working in DHTSRU unit, but still I'm working in shifts. So HPCL actually gives equal opportunity for both boys and girls. There is no discrimination or partiality. So we are working in shifts during that time. It's actually a very challenging role because in day shift, your boss or anybody will be there for you to mentor and everything. But in evening and night shift, you are the boss. You need to take the decision if things go in any kind of certain way. So
Mm.
that you need to take the decision. So it is a quite challenging, and it is there is a perception of this thing that in a government company or PSU based will not get enough challenges and enough kind of experiences to actually show interest in our job. But I am saying, because I'm since working in since last 5 years in this organization, it is no such thing. Here also you are going to get a numerous amount of opportunities where you'll be very much interested in working whatever you're doing, because every day is a new job, new role, new problems. So when you're going to tackle those, you will actually use all of your chemical engineering principles which you have learned here, you will apply here, so that you'll find a solution for a better development. So that is how the profile works in Refinery. Coming to marketing, it will be mostly of a day job, or two shifts will be there, morning and evening shift. So there, mostly they might be placed in LPG bottling plant. So 1 minute, just
Yeah, sure,
in
sure, sure,
important
sure,
one,
sure.
just one.
Okay, so yeah, Lalitha, you were saying something. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So in marketing, we'll have two shifts, that will be mostly morning and evening shift. And marketing has a very huge area of placement actually. There is a retail officer, there is LPG bottling plant, and we have terminals. Anybody can get posted at any place. And in marketing, there will be a chances for transfers. It will be from minimum from 3 years to maximum to 8 years, but there is a chance of getting transferred. That is one thing. It's not like in Refinery there is no chance of transfer. There is a rule that a person who is working in one domain for more than 10 to 15 years, they are tend to have transfer to another department for a greater exposure. So this is how the things work in HPCLs.
Okay, so it is a challenging and at the same time, a lot of responsibility is given to you. And I take it in a positive way that responsibility is equally shared by girls and boys. So there is no discrepancy in that. That is what actually should be. So wonderful inputs, Lalita, from your side. No, I have a couple of things to ask you, Lalita. You mentioned that integrated MTech people get some kind of R&D jobs in Bangalore. So here, three kind of people are going. My first question to you is, are those students who are going for the interview where BTech is eligibility, but they are MTech or they are pursuing MTech? Will they get opportunity for R&D jobs or technical profiles?
Uh, i- i- there is a one program, sir, actually in HPCL. If only BTech persons are getting joined, okay, there is a program. HPCL provides this wonderful program. After you join, after 3 years of confirmed services, if you want to pursue in technical field, if you want to go into R&D and all those things, they provide an MTech. They provide an opportunity for you to complete MTech in IIT Mumbai. They have
Mm,
tie-ups. We have so many courses also. We can
mm,
select the organization, and you parallelly can select one course, and then for the 2 years the entire fee and all will be taken care of HPCL only. Those 2 years you will get salary also with your basic plus DA, and you'll study for 2 years happily, and afterwards they'll only get make you posted in either R&D or wherever your requirement is there in the technical field.
mm.
Even though you can get placed in Refinery also, but if the requirement is there in your technicalities should be used in this particular unit, we want to improve the production of that particular unit. So that is a very wonderful opportunity. So even though if you didn't had done a dual degree, but you have done based on the your BTech, there is an opportunity for you to pursue further studies in HPCL. They provide such kind of wonderful opportunities. And along with that, if you want to proceed any other higher studies or any other thing which you want to study, not only studies, any course you want to do, so they generally provide a education growth plan. It is a education growth plan. If you want to study or if you want to take part in any kind of course, you can actually take it. Once you complete it, pass it, then they'll entirely reimburse the entire amount whatever the course you have taken. So for every employee, such kind of opportunity is being provided, which
Okay,
is a very good initiative.
obviously. Hmm. So my question
Mm.
is also this, Lalita. I'm MTech. I joined after MTech. Somebody joined after BTech. So what advantage do I have if I join HPCL in officer category, but I have MTech degree also?
Monetarily,
No, monetarily, I'm sure it
unfortunately,
will not be benefit.
it will not matter because it is a PSU. So there is no
And short term
difference between.
also, correct me if I'm wrong, short term also it will not benefit. My question was like, when the posting is given, suppose the posting is to be decided now. Here is Lalita who has done MTech, here is a Vijender who has done BTech. So will Lalita get posting in technical domain or R&D as you said? That was my question.
Yes, sir. So it's a very good question. So as I am a person who has done 4 years BTech and directly joined in HPCL. So for me to go into technical side, it will at least take 6 to 10 years. At least minimum to minimum, at least I need to work in 5 to 6 years in this operations profile. Then only I'll get a chance to work in technical department and to give my inputs and all those things in R&D also, some in all these things. But for an MTech student, as they have done already 2 years MTech, they'll directly get posted in the technical department, because I know everybody's dream of chemical engineering to get placed in a technical department and then work on that particular unit and then solve the problems and give the inputs and all those things. Because operations, after working in operations, if you go to technical department, you can use the knowledge which you actually had here, and then you will go there and then you'll work. That is a different field. But an MTech student actually gets directly get placed into technical department, which is a very huge advantage, because he's saving almost 6 to 7 years of his entire life experience in operations. He is actually directly getting placed in technical, which is a very good thing for an MTech
Okay,
student. That
advantage.
is there, sir.
Okay,
That
now
is an
Lalitha,
advantage.
HPCL is also recruiting junior executive officer from this year onward. So diploma is a requirement for that. But even if you have diploma plus degree, you can write that exam. Many of my students who have diploma plus degree, BTech also, they got into that. Now my question to you is same. If I have diploma plus degree and somebody is only having diploma, where do I get the benefit?
Here it is little bit different, sir. Because if you are applying to that specific post, no matter if you have degree or if you don't have degree, if you are applying for the junior executive post, everybody is is going to get a same job profile, sir. It is like working in the same unit, like how I am working. When I am managing one unit, under me there are going to I'm going to have three junior executive officers who are actually going to give their own inputs. Like I'm going to assign the job to them. Key, this is your area today. For the entire unit, I'll be the plan shift in charge, and for that I'll have three people who are working under me, and those three people are going to have three areas that are assigned to themselves, and for that area in that particular shift, they are going to be in charge. So they are going to look after that particular area. For example, I'm working in sulfur recovery unit, so there will be one, for example, one equipment like reaction furnace. So that entire area will be taken care of by one junior executive person. So that person in that shift, he need to look after, he need to mainly junior executives actually are mainly considered in field. So they need to do proper field rounds. They need to see whether the plant is running fine or not, if there are any kind of leaks or any kind of sound is being observed. So for every 1 or 2 hours they go to field, they check the entire unit, and in day shift they actually follow the jobs and they actually complete. If there is any cold job or hot job, they actually follow it and they'll complete it. So their job is more prominent in field. So even in the interview part also, they generally ask more things for them about the field information, like equipments. What are this equipment? What is that equipment? There is a specific round for them also for that kind
Yes,
of
yes, yes.
job profile.
That is true. Okay, Lalita, now coming to interview part, since you have given some idea about that, my question to you is very straight. If somebody is going for the interview of officer, junior executive officer, you told, but if somebody is going for officer like you went for interview, so what is the weightage of HR and technical normally? And I'm talking about
Yes, sir.
CBD, not campus placement.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So actually, for HPCL, there is a specific exam. So HPCL believes that in that exam only your technical knowledge has been tested
Mm,
mostly. So HPCL mostly concentrates on your HR skills, management skills, because once you come from out of college, along with technicalities, you need to have a very good managerial skills to actually sustain in a plant, in a in a PSU or anywhere in India. That is
mm,
what HPCL believes, and I also feel that is true. So they
mm,
mostly concentrate on your HR, your managerial skills, and your how you are actually managing in that kind of tension environment. Because interview is the most anxious place where a person actually can face the person who is actually giving. So they test all those kind of things. So I if I want to give one suggestion to every student who is appearing for HPCL, concentrate on your HR skills, managerial skills, because that is how it plays actually a role. They test your mind. They test how your mind is actually working in that entire 15 to 20 minutes. So that is that is the area you need to concentrate. They don't test your technical knowledge. Technical has already been tested. That is what
Mhm. Okay.
that is the one suggestion I want to give.
Okay, wonderful. Lalita, can you also mention some important chemical engineering subjects which officers should go through before they go for interview?
Yes. So the interview actually happens where the higher position in the refineries and in marketing come to the interview. The panel members are going to be the HPCL members only who are in a very high positions, like say chief general managers. Those people are going to come. So the questions perspective are also going to be in that sense. So as we are dealing with refinery, which is completely filled with equipments, and then there is this production of this crude we are actually reforming, and then we are separating and we are producing petrol and diesel. So the knowledge which they are going to have, which is the fundamental thing, is our mass transfer, heat transfer. These two subjects I feel like which are very much important in the interview perspective, because no matter how much positions you go, how many years you go forward, these are the things that no one can forget. These are the things that anyone can ask at any point. So heat transfer and mass transfer, these two are the most important subjects for giving an interview or any kind of questions they're going to ask. They can simply ask how petrol and diesel are getting separated and which has high boiling point. These things there will be they will have these things on their fingertips actually. So if they wanted to ask any kind of technical knowledge, they can directly ask without referring or without thinking or without doing anything. So that's why heat transfer and mass transfer, these two subjects in chemical engineering, are very much
Very
important
good.
if for preparation.
Wonderful. Okay, Lalita, you know HPCL is ruthlessly eliminating in group task and interview. 50% students are eliminated in group task. Rest
Yeah.
50% those who go for interview are eliminated in that. So
Yeah.
my question to you is why so stringent condition for group task, and what do they check in group task?
Yes, sir. Actually, HPCL only conducts group tasks, sir, not group discussion. Most of the students actually get confused in this area. Group discussion is something like you're debating. There everybody is like, the concept is like everybody is the strangers, and you are going to put your points and you are not going to debate the other person and you are going to give your points. That is how a group discussion works. Like in group task is nothing but it is similar to board meetings, where in a big companies board meeting happens, all the directors sit and they discuss on a problem and they come to conclusion. There all those people are on one side, those all peoples are in one team and they're giving their own opinions for one single problem. So that is a group task.
Mhm.
Group discussion is nothing but it's like debating on one topic. Some strangers are sitting and they're debating on one topic, so that is completely different. Group task is completely different. So students I request that students should understand what is group task and they should act accordingly. So here you all are on one team, even though you're strangers, you're seeing one for the first time in your life, but you're all are one team. And in that team you have been given a problem. You are some board of directors, you might be board of directors, you might be some members, parliament members, you might be some persons, but you are one team. And for that team one problem has been given, and along with all the colleagues or all the other persons who are sitting, you need to solve that problem. That is one main important thing which I have observed with so many people who are actually not understanding what is the difference. Second thing is, don't be in an eager to say, or don't sit silent also. You need to cause an impact. The HPCL actually selects only those people who feel like you need to impact those panel members. If you are causing an impact in their mind, it should be a positive impact. You should cause an impact in their mind. Ha, he has some kind of opinion and he is trying to encourage the other persons also. Three things they are going to see: whether you are giving good points or not, whether you are trying to listen to other points and then following their points or not, and third, you are not interrupting someone, like you are not overly contributing in those things. Only these three things they're going to see in the group tasks, sir. Like specifically they're going to see in their group tasks. I have seen so many things. Now, yeah, these three. So these three, if you keep in mind,
You'll
victory
pass
is
it.
in your side.
Very
Yeah.
nicely, very beautifully explained. Three things. One, they will see you are speaking. They are saying you are listening also. Listening is very, very important, and it should look like listening. You need to nod and
Listening.
you need to show your gesture, posture for that. And third is like you are not obstructing anybody, you are not interrupting anybody, and let it go smoothly. So these three things are very, very important, Lalita. And if somebody sticks to this, I'll not say that there is a lot of competition also, because people do not know about
Yeah.
it. And beautifully explained you that you explained the difference between GD and GT. Students should know that it's not a debate. It is like a board meeting, and you are a part of a team. You have to give a solution. So that is how it
Yes.
has to be. So Lalita, more or less, I think we have covered entire gamut of this. Anything which I missed, and you want to give some kind of advice to all the students who are going for interview now?
Yes, sir. Actually, you have covered all the points that which I wanted to say and all those things, sir. So all the students, I want to say one thing. They have cracked the test. That is the hardest part. So now they need to concentrate on their communication skills, the way they are going to present yourself. It think like you are one kind of package and you need to sell yourself. So how are you going to do that? Then what are the things, what are the good things? You're going to highlight what are your good things. You are going to highlight how you are going to be useful in those things. So think in that perspective. Then I am going to say you're going to get succeeded. That is the only suggestion I'm going to give.
That was wonderful, Lalita, for you spared time today on Sunday morning. So I'm really thankful to you, and I'm very sure it will help a lot of candidates who are going for the interview. Thank you, Lalita.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this.